We have nothing
The
left.
Airbnb nightmare. How a couple lost their life savings in one
figure it
weekend. It was supposed to be their dream weekend getaway. A cozy home by the beach, champagne on the balcony, sunrise views. Instead, they came back to a gutted house, shattered locks, and their entire savings account drained. This is the story of how one couple's perfect Airbnb booking turned into a $120,000 nightmare. Meet Sophie and Daniel Reed, a young couple from Austin, Texas. They'd been saving for 3 years, small business owners, overworked, finally ready for their first real vacation. They planned a week at a luxury Airbnb in Malibu, oceanfront, private deck, spotless reviews. The listing photos look perfect. Minimalist furniture, modern kitchen, 4.9 stars from verified guests. The host, Clara, was polite and professional. She even sent a welcome video tour. It felt trustworthy. They booked, paid the $3,200 fee, and packed their bags. The address led them to a quiet street lined with expensive homes. But when they arrived, the gate code didn't work. Daniel messaged the host. She replied instantly, "The keypad sometimes glitches. Try the backup code, 1442. It worked. Inside, everything looked perfect. Clean towels, stocked fridge, a handwritten note, welcome reads. They relaxed. They didn't notice the small detail. Every photo frame on the wall had family pictures of someone else. On the second night, Sophie received an email from Airbnb. Reminder, please complete your ID verification for the upcoming booking. Confused, she clicked the link. It looked official, with Airbnb's logo and color scheme. It asked her to upload her driver's license and confirm payment details to avoid account suspension. Tired, she did it. The page refreshed, showing verification complete. But minutes later, $8,000 disappeared from their joint checking account. Then another withdrawal, then another. By morning, their bank had frozen their cards. Too late. Their savings account, gone. They called Airbnb. Customer support said, there's no listing under that name or address. The app history showed nothing. No Clara, no reservation, no messages. The entire chat thread had vanished. When police arrived, they realized the worst. The real homeowners had been on vacation overseas. Someone had broken in, staged the property, and rented it out illegally using stolen photos and fake IDs. Clara wasn't a host at all. She was part of a fraud ring that cloned real listings, redirected payments, and used phishing pages to steal banking info. Here's what really happened. Step 1. The scammers copied a real Airbnb listing, including reviews and photos, and reposted it under a slightly different name. Step 2. They intercepted inquiries through a fake customer support chat, tricking users into messaging off-platform. Step 3. Payment links led to a cloned website, visually identical to Airbnb's, complete with secure-looking URLs. Step 4. Once victims paid, the scammers deleted the listing and vanished. The Clara voice on the welcome video? It was AI-generated using stock footage and a deepfake face filter. Even the handwriting on the welcome note was printed using a robotic pen service. Everything, every detail, is designed to feel real enough to trust. Sophie and Daniel were left with nothing but debt and disbelief. Their small business had been wiped clean, every cent they'd saved for a down payment gone. The police traced the fraud to servers in Eastern Europe. Federal investigators estimated over 300 victims across the U.S. had fallen for the same duplicate listing scam. The total damage? Nearly $9 million. Airbnb later refunded their initial booking amount, but the stolen savings were unrecoverable. Sophie said in a local interview, "You think it can't happen to you because you're careful. We double-checked everything, but they made us believe what we wanted to believe." The lessons. 1. Never communicate outside the platform. Real hosts will never ask for off-app chats or payments. 2. Check the URL twice. Even one extra letter or hyphen can turn a legit site into a fake. 3. Use two-factor authentication on your bank and Airbnb accounts. Phishing links often target stored payment cards. 4. Reverse image search listings. If the same house appears on multiple sites under different names, it's a clone. 5. Never share IDs or payment info through email. Airbnb's Real ID process only happens in-app. Awareness saves. Every time you pause before clicking, you protect your future self. For Sophie and Daniel, the beach house was supposed to be a dream. Instead, it became a warning, a reminder that in the digital age, even comfort can be a disguise. They rebuilt, slowly starting over from zero. But every vacation since begins the same way, triple checking the link, the host, and the details. Because once you've been scammed, trust is the hardest thing to rent again. This was Money Horror Stories. Subscribe for more true tales of deception, greed, and lessons from the darker side of money. If this story opened your eyes, share it. Every view spreads awareness, and awareness stops scams before they start.